What's up, babe?
What's up with you? You've had a long day today, Armando.
Actually, yesterday, I didn't see you all day.
What? Why?
Pretty much to the end of the day when you picked me up.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here.
And then today, this is the first time we kind of see each other.
Aw, did you miss me?
Dos, tres.
How much, babe? Tell me.
Like 1 out of 10, maybe like a solid 7.
I want a divorce.
Nah, no pasa nada. What's up, you guys?
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another The Cruda Realidad podcast.
What is up?
Episode 4.
4. Damn, we are on the roll. We've been receiving a lot of love. A lot of love from everyone. Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. The love is real.
Everywhere.
The love is real. But yeah, just want to thank you guys for being subscribed to all our channels. Lily Bay's channel, our podcast channel. You guys are the best.
Yeah, and shout out, I wanted to do this, but shout out to other podcasts that also watch us, that are friends of ours, that are also hyping us up, like Spill the Beans, in case you never heard of some of them, which I'm sure maybe you have. Spill the Beans, La Plática, even Bubble Bath Stories. I gotta tell you what he sent me earlier. And who else?
Toast to Life, and then Dude Knows Best, I think.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot
of love, you guys, and we see it. It doesn't go unnoticed. So shout outs to everybody. And
I was telling Lily, like, we might do like a little tour, because a lot of people have been asking us to be on their podcast, which is shocking.
I'm like,
not a lot,
tour?
maybe like 2, but like we're gonna go on tour, like maybe to LA or wherever they're at. We're gonna be like, knock those podcasts out.
For sure, I know one is in LA. We just got back from LA and we got invited to go right back to another podcast. And I'm like,
and I'm freaking excited. I don't need any excuse to go to LA, you guys. I love LA. I love going to LA. Lately, it's such a vibe. So yeah. Babe.
Yes.
I got a confession.
What?
So when I first met you, like straight up, I thought you were from Tennessee.
Why?
But then I found out you were born in San Jose, and you're from Tampa.
Okay.
Because you're the only 10 I see.
Oh my God. You've been hanging out with what's
Supersonic.
Supersonic a little bit too much.
I actually told him, yo, I need a little intro for the vlog today, so hook me up. So he's like, all right, I got you, bro. And then straight up, he thought of that one. So yeah.
Well, now that we're talking about him, do you want to tell them who he is and what you were up to today? Because andabas pa arriba y pa abajo. Like Mando left around 11 a.m.
11, yeah. And I just got back.
He just got back right now.
Took a shower and let's start this podcast.
Let me find out que andas con la Sancha.
No, so Supersonic is a good friend of mine that I met him maybe like max 6 months ago.
You met him the weekend of Vlogmer when all the YouTubers came and we went to Rancho.
Yeah.
That's the day you met him.
But
that was June.
In June. He literally told me like I watch all your vlogs. He said he's a real big fan of us and he really supports our vibe and everything. And then ever since then, he would like message me on Instagram and send me voice messages.
Every day se la pasan back and forth, like with like little jokes that I never get. But
yeah, on today's break, I'm gonna put like the funniest voice message he's ever sent. Like it was so funny, you guys. So don't skip to the break yet, but it's super funny.
He sounds like a locutor, you guys. He gets that all the time, right?
He actually doesn't like when people say that.
What?
He's like, you know what? I'm my own person. I don't need a big locutor.
Cut that out.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was with him today. He's become a real like good friend of mine, like just throughout these 3-4 months. Anytime I need something or anything like that, he's always there. Like if I post something, hey, who I need help with my tire or I need help with this, he's like the first one there. So I found out he knows a lot about mechanics and things like that. So I'm like, I hit him up every time now.
Yeah.
So, and he helps me out.
Which is good.
Right. So the Mamalona last night on the way back from Belgrade, se quedó halfway.
Wait, how far is Belgrade from Tampa?
Belgrade from Tampa is about 3 hours and a half. And then I hear a big crackling, like right when I leave the gas station, maybe like an hour into the ride. And then like, it's literally like I go an hour in and then bam, like there's like a middle of nowhere of stretch of like 40 minutes.
By the way, take a shot for every time Manda says like.
Okay, let me delete like from my dictionary. So yeah, 40-minute stretch of nothing. Luckily, La Mamalona said, you know what? I got you, bro. I got you. I'm going to make it through. And it made it through to the next gas station. And at that gas station, La Mamolona said, hasta aquí, ya se acabó. It stopped there. The bearings on the truck, on the front driver's side, kind of went out. And it was desmadre. It really sounded really bad, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
So then Lily Bay goes last night to pick me up.
Yeah, I get a call at 11:30, almost midnight. Gracias a Dios that my little sister was here vibing with me, and she went with me because Mando was an hour and a half away from me. I had to drive all the way out there at that time of night. Super tired. You guys know I'm a morning person.
No, the hell you ain't.
No, I was wide awake. I got over there like what? Almost 12:30?
About 12:30, yeah.
Yeah, and we got back home like at almost 2:30 almost.
2:30, yeah. By the time I showered, it's 3 a.m. And then next thing you know...
And we had to leave La Mamalona out there.
Yeah, we left La Mamalona. Luckily, we got GPS on it and it's tracked. So ahorita ya no pasa nada, but it did get stolen back in the day. Pero
yeah.
No. Yeah. It's secured now, no pasa nada.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I was getting at is that at the same time, I hit my boy Supersonic up, and he was like telling me what to do, and like he's super good mechanic. So he's like, he's telling me what to do and everything, and then he's like, you know what, bro? I got you tomorrow. Tomorrow we gonna pick it up. We'll bring it back to Tampa and figure everything out. Don't worry about tonight. Déjala allí. Next thing you know, he gets here to our house in a like 1999 Suburban, right? And the Mamalona is a big a big truck. Big truck, big rims, lifted, super heavy. We go pick up a trailer. That trailer is a heavy duty trailer.
Was it Pedro's?
Yeah, Pedro's trailer.
My cousin. Okay.
Super heavy duty trailer. So I'm like scratching my head at the same time we're doing all this because he's super confident. He's like, bro, I hate driving, so I'm gonna have you drive it. I was like, oh freaking
my
great.
God.
You know? So whatever, right? It was all good. We get over there. Next thing you know, we load up the truck. And the Suburban, the wheels start going up from the front. I kid you not.
You're lying. Did you vlog it?
Yeah, I got the whole vlog. So I'm editing the vlog. And the wheels go up. And I mean, it was a mess. I'm going to make it quick. I'm not going to tell you the whole detail, so you go watch the vlog. We get over here. It takes an hour and a half to get over there. Literally, it took us like almost 4 hours to get back. Yeah. Just because we took all the back roads, it took we had to go like 30 miles per hour. It was really bad. So shout outs
let me find out.
To Supersonic, and he calls his old Suburban Betty White because his white is an old school Suburban. So shout outs to Betty White. Shout outs to Supersonic. He came through today. But yeah, that was today's adventure.
So yeah, Mando literally apenas llegó, se bañó y aquí andamos in the podcast now.
And shout outs to Salud. You guys are killing it, guys. Watermelon, sandia, flavors back in stock. Hibiscus. Yeah, go shop Salud. This is not sponsored. Just letting you guys know, but we love Salud.
Yeah, we got Romy on it, right, Romy?
Yeah, got it.
What's your favorite so far?
Watermelon.
He said watermelon. Watermelon is the vibe.
Yeah, he just goes into my fridge like he's, just kidding. He already knows everything.
So on today's topic, what I do want to talk about is pretty much the reason that I did go to Belgrade, which was like a last minute thing. It wasn't like fully planned. I want to talk about overall like how you should take care more of your parents, show more love to your parents, and be more appreciative of your parents. Correct. That's what I want to talk about today, and that's what we agreed on, right?
Yes, because nobody knows. Mando hasn't said anything about it, but Mando actually had to go to Belgrade this week or antier.
Antier, right.
Because his dad actually had to get a heart procedure done. His dad recently had got a heart surgery?
Yeah, heart surgery.
A few months ago.
Double
bypass. And then recently he had to get some stents.
Yeah.
Replaced.
Yeah, replaced.
Yeah.
No. So he got a double bypass like 2 years ago, right before New Year's, and then a couple weeks ago he actually got like, I forget what the thing is called, but they pretty much put a tube all the way into your heart to like with a little camera and whatnot, and to like see all the arteries and how everything's performing. So then at that point, the doctor told him, hey, you have 2 arteries or something like that need to be, they need to add a stent, 2 stents in there so you can be al 100. And then my dad's like, you know what, let's do it. So that's what brings us
I've
up.
had heart surgery. This is a piece of cake.
So he gets that all done. Luckily, thank God, everything went perfectly fine. It's just process of recuperación right now and everything like that. So that came to the realization right now. And why we're bringing up this subject is like, we don't have our parents forever. We don't have them like, we wish we could have them forever, but they could be gone from one day to another. It's tough to say, but that literally could happen, So my main thing is like, contact them, tell them you love them. If you could do anything for them, like spend more time with them, do it for sure. If you could, pay for a trip with them or dinner or anything that you could do, do it, because I feel like the pages have turned. Now that we grow older, it's time for us to take care of our parents versus how they used to take care of us,
Yeah, and it's something that I feel like I've brought up a lot, right?
Yeah,
I always tell Mando, right? When it comes to anytime we're on vacation, if they're with us, like when we go to the rancho, they're usually at home. They don't really go nowhere. But I feel like I'm always like, yo, let's take them somewhere, right? And especially that they're down. They are down to go anywhere. So recently we actually had a little Q&A with them. And we asked them if they could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? They said Rome, right? Both of them, right?
No, my mom said Paris and my dad said Rome.
Oh, okay. So I looked at Mando and I'm like, why don't we take them? Especially given the fact that, your dad has had these major surgeries and now the stents replaced. I feel like we need to do this because you just never know. Gracias a Dios, everything went well, but we can't stop. We can't continue waiting for like the perfect day, mainly.
Yeah, and don't wait for like times like this, like problems with health and whatnot. Like, just do it. I feel like you just got to do it. Tell them that you love them every day, or as much as you can, as much as a quick text. And that's something that I've been practicing lately and something that I wasn't good at before. But now I think a quick text is easier than like waiting for like tonight or tomorrow to have a full-on combo with them.
Yeah, I think that's why you were kind of bad at that, right?
Yeah.
Well, luckily I have my parents here in Tampa, so it's not like I have to call my mom every day. I see her very often. But Mando, I know his mom would get on him a lot because Mando hates being on the phone. Even when we were going out, we were not the type to be on the phone every day. We would text a lot, but not really be on the phone, right? But yeah, that makes sense. You don't have to make time to have a whole hour conversation because sometimes you are busy. So it's okay for at least every once in a while for you to try to send a text. Send them a picture, a funny picture, like they love memes, they love Facebook. They're already all into it too. Or, even like how myself, I don't know if you do it. I have like certain people that I send a certain type of memes to, right? So, like, for example, my friend Anna always sends me like animal memes because she loves animals. So whenever I randomly see a dog doing something funny, I send it to her. Maybe you can start doing something like that, but with your parents,
Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, go ahead.
Wait, I had a brain fart. Well, go ahead. Take over.
But yeah, just doing little things like that as much as you can, I feel is something that we should start doing. And of course, every once in a blue moon, we're going to get busy with life, with our own kids or whatever the case is. But always kind of have that reminder in the back of your head to pick back up and start doing things with them again. And it doesn't have to be a crazy trip to Paris or Rome or anything like that. It could just be like, yo, let me pick up my mom and let's go to freaking Panera Bread and have, a lunch together at the park, or it could be anything like thoughtful like that, which I know they will be super grateful for, especially if you have a good relationship with them. Because we're saying this, but I know there's going to be some people in the comments saying that, their parents are toxic or whatever the case is, but that's like a whole nother subject.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
We're talking more towards the people that have
an good
relationship with their parents, right?
Yeah, and then like we were saying earlier, like I've been getting way better with like, I have an amazing relationship with my parents, by the way, but I'm like real bad at communication sometimes. So I told her recently, I'm like, yo, don't worry, you keep calling me. I know it's hard and easy to say, but you keep calling me. Don't think that I'm always busy. I don't decide for me when I'm busy, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You keep calling, you call me, I'm gonna pick up, and like right now, she literally called me right now, and I send her a text, Mom, I'm recording, I'll call you right back. I didn't have to like, I would literally like just send her to voicemail, but now I was like, you know what, let me create that communication and make everything clear.
You should have that auto text.
Yeah,
because tell them about that.
And I'm gonna be honest, you guys. She literally calls me. I'm sorry to say it, at the worst time. Like
We could be in the middle of let me see.
In the elevator.
We're about to jump off a plane to go skydiving, and that's when he gets the call. Or we're about to record, and that's when he'll get the call. Or we're about to go on a Zoom meeting, and that's when he'll get the call. You know, like the rest of the day we're chilling, not chilling, but we work for ourselves. So luckily we're able to pick up calls and stuff. But no, it always happens when we're about to do something that we can't like ignore. You know?
Yeah. I was looking for a screenshot that
which is funny now to us. It's funny.
It is super funny. I was looking for a screenshot that I took from TikTok that was amazing. So hopefully before we end this subject, I can find it. It's pretty much saying like the 4 things that when you're on the phone with your parents, like tell them that you're safe. I think I got it. Tell them that you're safe. Tell them that you love them. And then, it was 2 more. I'll get it right now. Sorry.
That just popped up on TikTok.
Yeah, it popped up on TikTok today. Yeah, so I screenshot it and I was like, "Yo, this is golden. I'm gonna share this today."
Because Mando has had this new realization literally yesterday since that happened with his dad, and he just went through that. Because before that, even though we would talk about it, I feel like you didn't take it as serious, or what was it?
Like I just didn't practice it.
Yeah.
So I got it. Before we leave that subject, tell her 4 things. Tell her, Mom, I'm healthy. Mom, I'm happy. Mom, I love you. And finally, I appreciate you. So that's the 4 things that she wants to hear, or he.
Yeah.
Literally 4 things. So yeah, save that and then just write that down. And that's literally you guys.
So how do I say it, Ma? Estoy bien.
No, I mean, you don't got to say it like back to back. You could like
during the conversation.
You'd be like, Mom, pues no, me siento muy bien, whatever health wise. I've been going to the gym or whatnot.
Oh, I went to the doctor. They said, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then
I do get my checkups twice a year, and I never call my mom and be like, I just went to the doctor and everything is fine.
Yeah, and then Mom, I'm happy. You don't got to be like, Mom, I'm happy. You be like, Mando brought me some flowers and I'm super happy for him, and that's what makes you happy.
Yeah. I just thought about it right now that you're saying this. The other day we were sitting at my mom's, and I think I was talking to somebody at the table about my thyroid medicine, and my mom was like, "What? You're taking thyroid medicine?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You have a thyroid problem?" And I'm like, "I think." Well, they think. They don't know yet. They think. And she was like shook, but I never told her, and I've been like dealing with this for the past year.
About a year,
and I never told her because I don't know. But it makes sense for you to. But then you're gonna stress her. So don't tell her that.
Well, this is the things that they want to hear, that you're healthy. I'm saying, save that. Don't tell her.
Okay.
I love you, which you can literally tell them I love you. And then just be like, yo, thank you so much for calling me. I appreciate your call, and just be appreciative about them. So,
I just get texts from my mom saying, do you remember me? Always.
Yeah.
If I go 2-3 days without messaging, or my mom or seeing me on the group chat, because we have a family group chat, my mom sends me a side text, do you remember me? And she puts the emoji and I'm like, yes, brother.
Yeah, so that's today's spiel. I feel like just appreciate your parents more. They're not here forever,
Yeah, it's sad because I saw a quote said, don't forget that not only are you getting older, but your parents are also getting older. And I was like, dang, that hit hard, because I was like, shit, if I'm already in my 30s, and I feel old, imagine them, and for example, my dad, he's very, very, how should I say it? He doesn't like the aging topic or the death topic. Yeah. Neither do I at all. But
he don't even joke about it. Like me, I'd be joking about it.
Yeah. For example, my grandma passed away when I was 13. So over, let me see.
55 years
over
ago.
15 years ago, and still to this day my dad brings her up every single day, right? Every single day. But a lo que iba, you gotta have that realization that they're getting older too. And I always tell Mando, right, I'm like, we need to do stuff with them right now that they can, because whenever they hit a certain age, which I don't know what age that is, I'm pretty sure everybody's different
Yeah, it's
depending on their
different.
lifestyle. But let's say like in your 80s, they don't want to go out no more. They're tired. They just want to be home. You know, like for example, my grandma, we recently took them to Mexico, and yeah, she would be with us for a little bit, and then she'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go take a nap or something. Yes, okay. I feel like my grandma's very active and not her age doesn't show as much. So yeah, I'm always like on top of it. Like we gotta take them, especially if it's something that we are already doing. Like if we are already going on this trip
and they're there,
and they're available to go, let's take them. You know, like for example, New York or Mexico, or when we go to Mexico with your parents, if we're already there with them, let's take them somewhere. We've taken them to San Miguel, to Mexico City, just like we took them to your parents to Las Grutas and Hidalgo, you know, like just little things like that. Even if it's for a day. We were out there with your parents for what?
The whole day.
Oh, well, we were out with them in Mexico for a week or two.
Like almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. And even though, yes, we couldn't do something with them every single day because, ya sabes, andamos de parranda, right? At least we always take 1 or 2 days to take them on something special.
Like special for them, you know? Because you got to have a realization, too, like, they're old school. Yeah. Or at least our parents are older school. So, like, they don't know what new restaurants are out.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly how to book a flight. They don't know how to buy tickets to any concerts, you know? If they do, they can figure it out. But it comes way easier for us to do. Mm-hmm. So if we could move forward and, like, do that for them, like, you know, can you imagine when we get older and the new technology is out and we really want to do stuff, but we don't know how to do it, and our kids are like, you're too old for me, you know? I don't
so like do stuff for them that we would want our kids to do for us when we get older. You know, take us out.
Yeah. Or
future kid, take me to Hawaii. I'm just kidding.
Or that too, like they did so much for us.
Yeah, and they were struggling.
And they were in like a brand new country. Here. You know?
Yeah. I was talking to my mom yesterday. I was like, Ma, you literally had all your kids by the time you were 23. Isn't that crazy?
That's
23 with 3 kids already.
To have that many kids at 23 is mind blowing because you're way too young. But back in the day, it was normal. So imagine having 3 kids at 23 and still being able to do what you do.
Working, you know? Usually like a low paying job.
Struggling.
Having 3 kids. And for us living in the city, you know, I was like, I don't understand. Even I feel like I can't do it. Imagine them back in the day. How did they do it? I can't wrap my head around that. But for those reasons is why we have to be grateful and try to do stuff for them in return, right?
Yeah, and like you said, everyone has different relationships with their parents, and we understand that some are more toxic versus the other or whatnot, but we're just speaking overall. Like,
yeah, we're talking about the good relationship ones.
Yeah,
for now.
In general,
one day we'll talk about the toxic ones, like
we wouldn't know exactly how that works because thank God we don't have that.
Yeah,
but we've seen that for sure. But yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. So where are we taking them?
Well, I told them that I wanted to go to Italy too, like, but I wasn't gonna go without them.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, I think spring, sometime next year in spring.
March?
Yeah, like spring, March.
Yeah, I already, as soon as his dad said Rome in Italy, or I think that was Rome.
That's the next
I literally looked up when is the best time to go.
And when is it?
I think they said before September. Like, I want to say around March to September.
Okay. March to September?
Yeah. Okay. All that time is a good time to go.
All right. Good to know. So, yeah, look out for the vlogs in Italy with our parents.
One day. And I've asked my parents, ¿para dónde quieren ir? My dad, según, no quiere ir a ninguna parte.
For real. He'd be like, nomás dame... He's like, yo nomás quiero un hotel y una alberca y ya.
Yeah. He's like, he don't want to go nowhere. He's like, llévate a tu ma.
But he'd be down.
Es que mi pa se hace de rogar, you know?
Yeah, he'd be down, though.
Don't let him see this. He's going to get mad that I'm exposing him. But mi pa se hace de rogar a little bit. My mom lately has been more down. Ever since she recently got COVID, not recently, but during COVID, she got COVID where she ended up in the hospital for a night. She came out a little changed, right? Like she was done being un esclavo to her store. Because in case you don't know, my mom owns a little grocery store, and she's there 80 hours a week.
Yeah, she did.
From 8 to 10 o'clock at night, every day, Monday through Sunday. Never takes a day off. Never. Well, before COVID, right? Never took a day off. Hadn't gone on a vacation in 6 years, right? What else?
She just works.
I can never be like, hey mom, let's go to brunch because she's at the store.
Right,
you know?
right.
And even though we've tried to tell her, hire somebody to stay here, no, she wants to be there. So we all gave up on trying to make her get out of that routine. It wasn't until she got COVID where she herself realized, okay, I can't be living my life stuck at the store all day. Now she leaves. Now she's down to go places. We recently went to Mexico. We're actually going to Mexico again in October.
We are?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just confirmed.
All
Well,
right.
kind of confirmed, right, Romy? He was there when I was trying to figure out, are we going or what? Because I gotta have this Halloween party, but
That's another subject.
I didn't get a confirmation yet. But supposedly we're going at the end of October.
Okay.
And yeah, she's more down now, so that's good.
Yeah, but you can't like blame her too. Like Mexican and older generations, they have that hustle mentality.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can't
for
miss
sure.
work. I gotta go to work, or I gotta go to my store. I gotta hustle.
I get
hustle,
scolded
you know?
every time I go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, wow, we're working. Like YouTube and podcast and all this when we're in LA, Arizona. Nunca falla mi pan llamándome. Nunca, nunca. ¿Qué haces? And why are you over there wasting money?
Well, let's close this little segment out, and pretty much you say like don't live to work. What was that saying?
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. I love that one. Go ahead.
Don't
Oh dear.
live to work. Work to live.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me repeat that
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Don't live to work to live. Meaning, if you're gonna be living your whole life just to be working, like, did you even live your life?
Right.
No, work enough to where you can actually enjoy your life, live your life, and that goes for our parents, especially for our parents. I feel like our younger generation kind of gets that a little bit more compared to the older generation.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, this closed out this little segment here. Really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys got some kind of value, and let us know down in the comments below, what do you guys feel, or what do you guys recommend for us to do also, because there's more things that we could do, right?
Yeah. Let me know. Give us tips too, like examples on what we can do to, to make these things happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, we're going on a commercial break now.
See ya.
Bye.
Welcome back. But I want to start this segment, or this, I keep saying segment. Ain't no segments up in here. It's just a podcast. I'm super excited because football season's back. Super excited. This is my favorite season of the year.
Yeah.
Like the weather starts changing, which is something amazing here in Florida. Once like it starts getting less hot, less humid, it's amazing. Football season starts, so the tailgate starts, the parties, the carne asadas. Amazing time to
The
be in Florida.
drinking.
The drinking, great time. So I'm super excited for this time here in Florida. But now that we bring up Florida, all right, I got 3 stories only in Florida. Check these out. Florida man tries to flee deputies on a riding lawnmower. That sounds crazy, right? These are happened this week. Naked man caught on camera climbing tractor trailer on the Florida interstate. Pretty much on the highway, super fast. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And the third one, which is funny, there's a video on it. Florida man catches a gator with a trash can.
So I gotta think which one is real.
Which is the craziest one?
Oh, which one's the craziest one? What was the first one?
Florida man tries to flee deputies on a riding lawnmower.
I think that one. How the hell?
Can you
What is
imagine?
he thinking going 5 miles an hour?
Obviously, he was caught.
Is it true though?
Yeah. This is literally on the.
I don't be
on the
believing that
news.
stuff, man. Yo, we get so much. Well, number one, we get a lot of people always blown that we live in Florida, right? Always.
All the time.
Every single person we meet, they're always like, what? There's Mexicans in Florida? Or what? How'd you even end up over there? Everybody, right? But then number 2, the other side to that is what you're saying, that only in Florida, that why all the crazy stuff be happening there? Why every time there's a crazy story, it had to be from Florida? And at the beginning, I would be like, it's just probably like something dumb that they think happened, but no. Because I had never seen that only in Florida type of things ever, right? Until they start telling me about it. And I'm like, bro, that's not true, because I've lived in Florida my whole life and I've never seen nothing crazy like that.
No,
so
yeah.
I feel like people are just I feel like crazy shit happens everywhere, but now that it's known to be like crazy shit in Florida, people highlight that and bring it out more. Because I promise you guys, I've never seen nothing crazy in my 30-something years of living in Florida, you know?
I mean, we kind of did something crazy today, pulling a Mamalona on an old school Suburban.
Yeah,
and
but that
thing
can
was
happen
sitting
anywhere.
Like that. Yeah, that can happen
The craziest story, I'm not gonna lie, and it did happen in Florida. Well, the one where the man was eating the other man's face. Remember?
That was in Miami. That was
that shit was crazy. Do
That's
you remember
some movie
that?
shit. That's some movie stuff.
Yo, when that happened, I literally thought the world was coming to an end. I'm like, the zombie apocalypse is here. Thank God I watched The Walking Dead. I know exactly what to do.
So for you guys that don't know, like what happened, it was literally some guy that took some bath salts, right?
Yeah.
And he went crazy, like started like assuming shit and things like that, and literally he went up to a guy and started biting him in the face, right?
Yeah, and the guy fell back, and the guy doing the eating part was on top of him and munching on his face. I don't know. It was crazy.
That was like 8 years ago.
I think that's the only crazy thing that I've ever really heard. Aside from nowadays, I see a little bit more because we know a lot more people out of state, and now they send us all these crazy only in Florida things.
Which the person that sent you that was somebody from California.
Yeah.
She started sending you stuff, and then now it started being like a social
Now
thing.
it's a thing, yeah.
And then now on social media, on Instagram, like only in Florida.
Yeah.
So,
but you guys, no pasa nada, guys.
So
honestly, right?
So yeah, and then the crazy thing that people wonder, like, how did we end up here? Like, why are we here? So pretty much my parents, there was a lot of opportunity in Belgrade, Mug City, to work in the fields and things like that. So I don't know how my uncles ended up here through agriculture. A lot of agriculture here. They ended up here and then called my parents over here, and then we ended up here to work, you know?
Yeah, and then my mom's side was the same thing, right? Agriculture, they ended up here. But the crazy part is that we're in Tampa, right? And you've always said that. But why Tampa? Because in Tampa, there's not really agriculture. Remember?
Right.
A lot of the Mexicanos that are here in Florida, they're more so like Plant City, Lakeland, Juanita, like South Florida. That's where there's more agriculture compared to in Tampa. So honestly, I don't know how. I feel like we've asked my grandma this. But
I think it was agriculture though.
It was, but but it's the same thing you said. But how? There's no agriculture here. Like how? If she would have said I was cigar rolling or something, we would have believed it because we're known for cigars out here in Tampa. But anyway, según agriculture, they ended up here. Y aquí estamos. My dad was in LA. He ended up in Florida, not LA, in San Jose. But he ended up in Florida after he met my mom, after they had me. Bueno, se la robó.
Pa allá, right? Se la llevó.
To Cali. Then, boop, Lily Bay was born. And then a year later or 2 years later, they moved back to Florida because honestly, my mom didn't like California. So, acá andamos ever since, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's how we ended up here. I feel like it's no big story behind it. But I do find it shocking how every single time we meet somebody, they're like shook that we live here, right?
Yeah, but we love Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Like Florida for us, it is a question that a lot of people have asked us recently, which like back to back. Are you guys, even Gavi asked us, are you guys really moving to LA? And like they had like a full on like convo in between Gavi and Gabe. Like I think they're moving.
Yeah. And then they asked us and I was like, no, we get that question all the time because we're in LA so much. Are you guys moving to LA? Are you guys moving to LA? And we almost did at one point. Just because we wanted to see what the hype was, right? We wanted to see what the hype was, number one. And number two, we know there's a lot more networking that we could do out there. So at one point before COVID, we were literally just waiting on our lease at our old apartment to be up. Y nos íbamos a ir for a year, right? I was already looking at apartments. I was in, I don't know if you know this, but I was on Facebook groups searching that help you look for nice areas or nice little apartments and areas, you know?
Damn. So we were literally gonna move, right?
And then COVID hit.
Right.
So when COVID hit, Cali was the worst as far as strictness. I was thanking God we didn't move. I was like, oh my God. It was crazy because over here andábamos como si no pasaba nada.
Yeah, right here. Only in Florida, you guys.
Yeah. Life went on over here. Yeah. we did get a little strict with masks, like going into Walmart, but that's about it. It's not like we had to wear a mask when we were walking around outside or, right? I feel like only Walmart was strict with masks.
Walmart or like any like doctor's appointments or anything like that. But other than that, like Florida was like wide open. Mostly like we were all going to the beach. We were actually doing more outside
Outdoorsy
activities, which was badass.
The ¿cómo se llama? The springs were packed. The parks, everything. People were outside doing a lot more. So it was super fun. Actually, I know, right? Sad to say, but yeah. But aside from that. Yeah, I feel like all those little only things happen in Florida. I truly, you guys, never seen nothing like that happen in person. And you know what's funny? When Gabby and Gabe was the one that sticks out the most, which is our friends from Arizona. When they came to Florida, they came with the thought that they were gonna see alligators walking around everywhere. And I'm like, no. Like I've lived in Tampa my whole life and I've probably seen a gator once.
Yeah.
You know, like in the
close.
river somewhere, you know? But no, it's not something that you see all the time unless you live maybe like in Belle Glade, like somewhere down south in the Everglades, where you could see them a little bit more next to a pond or something. But
here in Tampa, no se ven.
No se ven para nada.
No.
There is like all the lakes in Tampa or in the surrounding areas. They'll, for the most part, always have signs, gators. So you'll know that there's gators there, but you don't really see them. They don't come out. They're not walking around. But they do once in a blue moon, which is those random YouTube videos that you can search up gators walking around like golf ball fields and stuff like that.
Disney or some crazy stuff
yeah,
like that.
It does happen, but it's not like a everyday type of thing.
So more of the story, Florida's not that crazy, you guys.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
another
lit
state.
though.
It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit.
For
I
sure.
always tell people maybe all those only happen in Florida things is, I feel like if it is a thing for real, like if it is for real a thing, I feel like it happens because everybody comes to vacation here.
All the crazy people come here, I guess.
Yeah, everybody comes to get lit here, and a lot of people end up doing some crazy things.
Yeah.
That's my take on it, right?
I think so too.
Because it is freaking lit out here. I'm not gonna lie, lit. It's lit.
But not to pretty much to change the subject. Did you see the new iPhone?
What?
Super excited about the new iPhone.
I haven't seen it, but I've been waiting for this moment for 6 months.
So you know what's crazy? It has a feature. I don't know if it's the iPhone or the watch. Where like
it's a new watch too?
Oh, there's a new watch too, yeah. So it can literally track your, what's it called? Is it ovulation? Or what's it called?
Like your period for girls?
Yeah, like your period. Like
what? I mean, there's apps for that.
No, but this one like tracks your heat. Your heat, I guess, does your body change?
You're going to be tracking my heat now, baby.
Wait, does your body change? I have no idea about this part.
What?
Does your body like go in some sort of heat mode or something like that? I mean, you
get on your period.
So you get more warmer or what?
I don't know how that works. You're going to have to ask my gynecologist because I don't know. But that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. It has like a lot of cool features. I know one thing that you're going to love, and you're probably going to get that one. There's a new like purplish vibe iPhone. Yeah. That one looks badass.
Like what kind of purple?
Like a dark space purple, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that one's badass.
So aside from that, what else does it have like new? I mean, regardless, I'm going to get it because my phone, you guys, has been lagging for at least 6 months. Like bad.
Guys, every single time Lily Bay gets a new iPhone,
I do complain.
Something is wrong with it. Literally, she gets it for a month and then she has no patience with phones. Literally no patience. So she's like,
es que necesito que se pongan las pilas. But in my defense, my phone is a year and a half old, 2 years already.
Yeah, that's a 12.
My phone is 2 years
14.
old already.
Yeah.
So I did last with this, pero ya está todo madreado mi pobre teléfono. But team iPhone all day, you guys, sure. All day. But,
so yeah, I literally told her, I was like, yo, you keep complaining about iPhones, I'm gonna go ahead and go get you an Android or a Samsung, and that's what you're gonna have to stick with. So don't be complaining about my iPhone.
Look,
team iPhone.
I'm not complaining. I just need a new phone. I'll stop complaining. But I think I am going to get that purple one, but I got to see it. But that's it? Only the new purple?
Yeah, I think there's the white one, the gold one, the black one, the purple, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't really got into it, like fully into it, because, I've been up and down.
Are you going to get it?
For sure.
You guys, my memory has like 256 gigs. It's full. And then on the iCloud aparte, okay?
That's like a terabyte, right?
I have 140 Is it gigs or what is it? How do you say that?
140 gigs, yeah.
Aparte. So total, I have like 500
Gigabytes.
gigabytes, and I'm
filled.
maxed. I don't have no more.
She literally like tries to take a video on her iPhone y nunca sirve. So she's always using my phone.
Yeah. And what's funny is my phone starts glitching and acting all crazy. And you know what I have to do? Go delete freaking pictures. That's I'm like, how does that even make sense? Why is Instagram glitching? Or why are my texts not going through?
Well, what I think about this
it.
is that Apple's like slowing down our phones so we could just go ahead and go get the new one.
I think so too.
I think that's what happens.
I think so too.
But yeah.
But they got me. I'm going to go get the new one. Me vale.
Same.
Wait, when does it come out though?
Romy, when does it come out?
Take out your phone.
Okay.
I tell you, we could be on our phones here, guys. We could look up research while we're talking to y'all, figure out what we're going to say, because I know it dropped today, right? The iPhone, like all the information.
They announced it yesterday. You could pre-order on Friday and you could get it on September 16th. So yeah, there you go.
¿Te vas a acordar?
Yeah. So tomorrow we pre-order, which is by the time you see this, it's already.
What is it? The iPhone what?
iPhone 14.
Sheesh. Ya me veo.
And yeah, and it's launching September 16th. So like 2-3 days from when you watch this podcast. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we need a new phone. We literally work on our phone every single day, though. I probably put in 4 hours on my phone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
every day.
at least of work.
Instagram, TikTok, and not only obviously watching it, but we're creating content for the brand, for ourselves. What else do we do on our phone?
A lot of responding to you guys' comments.
Yeah, emails,
YouTube,
messages, a lot of research on mine, personally. Research on mine all day, every day. I feel like I don't really be on my phone as much for, what is it called? Not luxury, for entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
Every time I'm on, I'm literally searching up, like, okay, what can I do next? What can I do for Guaris? How can I make this for Guaris? Every time, right? Even if it's Pinterest, it could be anything. Even if it's Facebook, I'm like trying to
Chismeando.
I'm not chismeando.
Just kidding.
But yeah, so we definitely need the newer phones, just because both of ours. And Mando, oh my God.
Yeah, you don't want to see my phone.
Mando's is all cracked from the back.
Team no case. So if you're team no case, let me know in the comments down below, because me and cases don't get along.
His phone is so cracked, and I get so mad because I'm like, yo, we don't got money for you to be getting a new phone just because you don't want to have a case on it. How does that make any sense?
Well, I haven't got a new phone, so what's the big deal?
But then he's complaining because his phone is all cracked.
Yeah, but no pasa nada. New phone coming out. We're getting a new phone, and let's get it. So,
anyways, yeah. I wanted to answer a few questions that I had gotten recently, but these are going to be like rapid questions, like a quick answer. What would you say? What would you do? And that's that, right? Are you ready?
Ready? Yo, these questions be spicy sometimes. I'll be like,
we got a lot of spicy questions, actually.
If you guys want to do an anonymous, also let us know, and make sure you hit up the Cruda Realidad podcast at gmail.com. You can also send your questions in there, and we're going to read them. We're going to and respond to them, you know? So send us there.
I feel like this one has a big controversy, this question. Because I feel like I see both sides. But te la voy a tirar. Who comes first, parents or spouses?
Parents or spouses?
Think about that. You better think about it, boy. So, like, if you were to ask me, I would say...
I'm still thinking.
At one point, I would say parents. Because tu viejo te puede dejar mañana y luego qué pasó, right?
Okay.
I would say that. But then, I'm like, well... I have really good parents. I have really good man. Well, he better be good. But Mando's really good too. So then I feel like sometimes maybe your spouses come first because you want to show your kids that you guys have a good relationship and that you guys respect each other. But I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, when people say spouses come first, do you think it's because they have toxic parents or maybe even toxic suegros? So that's why they say that? Because for me, if you were to tell me your parents come first, that doesn't bother me at all. Why? Because I love my suegros. Like, yeah, I would want you to do anything for them. I would never want you to choose me before them. But it's because I've never been put in a bad, toxic situation yet, right? We never know, right? Maybe the day might come where that happens and I will want you to pick my side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like I see both sides.
I feel like if there's a question, that's already a problem. That's what I feel like. Like we're at the point right now where we don't have a problem between me and you, or we don't have a problem with our suegros. So I feel like if there's a question, there's a problem. So you just got to fix the problem.
That made no sense, Armando.
What do you mean? That's my opinion. Like,
you didn't pick nothing. You didn't say.
I feel like you don't have to pick.
Yeah. That's where I'm going. I feel like you shouldn't have to pick.
Right.
Oh, okay. I get
That's
what
what I'm
saying.
trying to say. You don't have to pick because there should be the same love for both. Obviously, it's different kind of love. Love to your parents is different versus your spouse, but there's still got to be the same amount of love.
Pero gracias a Dios, we have a great relationship with both ourselves and with our suegros and everything. But for the people out there that don't, which I know is a lot, because I get a lot of, oh my God, my suegra this, my suegra that type of messages. For those people, I totally understand. If you have toxic suegros, of course, you're going to expect your husband to pick you first, you know? If you have a toxic spouse, you might pick your parents first because your spouse is toxic, so you already don't have a good relationship. So I feel like that's not an easily answered question, and I feel like it just depends on your situation.
Yeah,
honestly.
like you said, if the parents are being toxic towards the spouse, then that's a problem. Vice versa. So, like, that's just what it is.
I had somebody else here kind of going off that topic say, what should I do if my suegra is always taking me out of pictures? She only wants my husband and my son. Bro.
Like, she moves them or she, like,
I guess she's like, no, nada más yo, mi hijo. Yeah.
So the suegra don't like you.
Girl. Oh, my God. I've never been put in that situation, gracias a Dios. But what would you do? What would you do if my mom were like, no, I don't want you, just Lily and the baby? Like, that's fucked up. I feel like your spouse should put his foot down and be like, yo, if you don't like my wife, you know, I'm gonna stop coming around, fix your attitude, or we'll stop coming around. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you should respect your parents, but your parents should also respect your spouse, right?
For sure.
Because that, I can't picture making somebody feel bad like that. That's literally bullying somebody. You know, like, what are you, 10? You can't be in my picture?
I would say, like you said, have the husband speak to the mom.
Yeah.
And tell him, yo, what is really going on? Maybe she might know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And she didn't say it to us, but clear that up and make sure that's cleared up with the husband. And then if it doesn't, you know, that's when you start alejándote. Like, de lejitos, like you say.
De lejitos, bro.
De lejitos no pasa nada.
Yeah.
You know?
Because there's certain, I always say that. De lejitos, everything. Friendships, family members, toxic, right? That can be a little toxic or are not just your good energy and vibes. De lejitos. Sometimes you don't want to completely cut somebody off because maybe they didn't really do nothing bad to you. Like, maybe the suegra has never said anything bad to her, so why cut her off? But doing little things like that is already shady enough for me. So when in situations like that, I always say de lejitos, because de lejitos, your relationship with these people can possibly become better, right? There was a time where I had to deal with certain people a lot, right? A lot. And it was getting to a point where they were super, super starting to
annoying,
just get to me because their energy is very, like, draining. Or how would you explain their energy? Very, like
negative.
Oh my God, super negative, always complaining. And until I told Mando, you know what, I don't want to be at these people's house no more. I don't mind going if it's a birthday party or something like that. I don't mind. But for me to go just to go every day or every time I'm around, no, because I feel like me being around these people so much gets me in a negative headspace, and I don't even want to deal with them at all. To where when I see them once in a blue moon, aka de lejitos, it doesn't bother me at all. I go to their house.
It's nothing but good vibes.
It's good vibes because it's de un ratito. I don't. the more time you spend with certain people, the more you start seeing their negative stuff, and the more sometimes you stop liking them or don't want to deal with them. To where if you see them every once in a blue moon, you have to keep that relationship kind of open because it's family or whatever the case is. And again, it could be a case where they really didn't do nothing to you. It's just their vibes,
energy or vibes.
Yeah, the lejitos, I feel, has fixed the problem for a lot of us, for a lot of people, not a lot, but for a lot of instances for me and Mando. So maybe you could take that with a grain of salt. Tell your man to tell her, to talk to her and be like, yo, what's really going on? If that doesn't work, the lejitos, bro. Once in a blue moon, you know, you don't have to deal with people that are bad vibes and bullies like that because, you know.
So there you have it, you guys. De lejitos te ves más bonito. That's Lily Bay's consejo of the day. And I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Shout outs to everyone that joined us till here. You guys are the best. Thanks for subscribing to our The Cruda Realidad podcast.
Yes.
And soon to be on Apple Music and Spotify. You guys, ya me voy a poner las pilas. I'm going to get on there soon.
You're going to do that tonight?
I'm going to do that tonight.
What?
Yeah. So now, as you hear us, you're probably hearing us on Apple, Spotify, podcast.com, or YouTube. And you can see our beautiful faces here on YouTube. So if you want to see us, like La Plática says, we're here.
But all right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on that next
one.
podcast. Bye.
Hey.